And so, as always, disclaimer, I've never played The Last of Us. Not one nor two. So my thoughts are solely on the show itself and not a comparison to its game counterpart. And so with that said, let's get on with the review. So The Last of Us is a 2023 series adapted from the game of the same name. And it stars Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. And it's set in a post-apocalyptic world caused by a fungal virus. And the only hope for a cure lies in a young girl named Ellie, who must be guided across a long distance by a man named Joel to give humanity a fighting chance against this virus. And so, like I mentioned, I haven't played the game, but I was familiar with a good amount of the story, at least enough to get the gist of it. And one highlight of the show is definitely the chemistry between Ellie and Joel, portrayed by both Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal, who do a fantastic job with bringing the characters to life. Within their interactions, rather good or bad, and its development into a father-daughter relationship is written and performed extremely well. And even with the hate that Bella Ramsey received going into the show, and well into the show, love her or hate her, there is no denying that Ramsey performed at a high level in her role and completely killed it. And I absolutely love her reactions, going from having a rough and hard exterior to instantly melting upon seeing new things and having new experiences, and just genuinely being a kid for the moment. And Pedro Pascal just proves that he is a phenomenal actor and sincerely deserves all the flowers and the love that he's been getting lately. And also, he has to be the world and the galaxy's best babysitter. I'm just saying. And there is some excellent world building, from the landscapes to the environment that visually looks stunning, and with the CG, especially in the cities. And I just couldn't help but get the vibes of The Walking Dead while watching this show, with the human aspect playing a big role alongside the infected and being, in some cases, the bigger threat. And then watching the show, you could tell that there was a lot of thought, time, and effort put into this, from the writing to its execution, making every week feel like it was a big deal going from one episode to next week's episode, as there was a lot of heavy emotion throughout the episodes, from the main as well as the side characters. And I like the beginning of the first two episodes, with the flashbacks giving context to the situation. The show does a great job with creating the tension within the various situations. And from what I understand, the show is very faithful to the game, but takes a good amount of liberties that actually work out in its favor. Now, building on that, a big negative for me is the lack of infected and the interactions with them. And I know it has a lot going for it other than just monster attacks every single episode just to make it good. But when the story has an element like that, that in some cases is what a lot of new fans are looking forward to, you have very few to none in several episodes, it stands out. If the story was just about a dying world and people are getting terminal illnesses, then I feel like it would have rocked better with me and a lot of other people. But that element was just used as a plot device, and after a while became forgettable, and not even a threat or a cause for alarm in several episodes. And now to give my thoughts on the elephant in the room. Episode 3. This episode was another major negative for me, but it's not for what you would think. My problem revolves around the fact that the episode itself adds nothing to the story's progression and was insignificant in its existence. Now, I wasn't blown away like a lot of other people was over the episode. I thought it was just fine. But regardless on how good it may have been, it doesn't warrant the deviation that it got from the main story and characters. And besides having a very minute effect on the leads, which didn't matter by the end of episode 4, it really served no purpose. And had it been more like episode 5, where we followed other characters and them having a much bigger effect on not only the leads, but the story itself, I think its presentation would have been better accepted. Because rather gay or straight, I would have had the same problem. But at the end of the day, this show was a really good adaptation. It's not the best video game adaptation I've seen, but it is very good quality. And the balance of negative and positives more so falls in the neighborhood of the good outweighing the bad. But the negatives do come in at a very hefty weight. And I think that's what really keeps me from loving it, but I still really do like it. And I am very well anticipating the second season, whenever that may come out. And so, with that said, that has been my review on The Last of Us. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe if you're not, Hit that notification bell for more videos like this. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out, stay safe, and try to stay away from fungus. We don't want this to become a reality. Just stay completely away from fungus, and then like watch some of these videos right over here and stuff. So, and subscribe, like I said. Yeah.